Nelson is here now, and it's nice to have a quiet day after all that crazy weather this week.
There were
it's only
times you
Wednesday.
couldn't hear each other talk in this room.
My goodness.
That's true. That's true. We'll get another quiet one tomorrow, and then it gets active again. But I want to talk a little bit about why we're especially prone to get these big storms here in Colorado. The mountains are a big part of it because it gives an elevated heating surface, like a heating element up there at about 13,000 feet. So thunderstorms easily form over the mountains. We see it almost every single day. There's cold air aloft, and then the jet stream pushes those storms out onto the plains. Once those storms move out of the plains, that's when they start to really get mean, as those storms begin to interact with moist air at the surface coming in here at lower levels. That really supercharges the storm, and because you have this wind shear from the lower level winds and the upper level winds, then the whole thing starts to spin into what we call a supercell, a violently rotating thunderstorm, and they have so much power and energy they can produce the large hail and the tornadoes. This is what it looked like yesterday. Let me step out of the way for just a bit. That's the storm that produced the tornado and the large hail in the Uragan. This is the same storm as it moved into the Lyman area with 70-mile-an-hour winds and hail and heavy rain. And finally, this is another shot of that same rotating storm. You can see the rotation there from our camera in Akron. Our Viero camera in Burlington catches the last act of this in Colorado as it blasted into there with nearly 70-mile-an-hour winds and hail. Fortunately, it's a lot more quiet tonight. 78 was the high, 52 the low. Normals are 84 and 54 right now. 64 degrees downtown, 65 at the airport. Pressure rising and the winds are light from the east at 7 miles an hour. Storm fronts moved away now. We get some quiet weather in here for a while. So overnight tonight, the skies will clear. And with that, dry and quiet conditions expected. It should be clear and comfortable early tomorrow morning with low temperatures at about 53 in Denver, 52 Greeley and Akron, 37 in Leadville. Front range numbers mostly low to mid-50s at lower elevations. 40s expected to the west up in the mountains. Tomorrow starts out with a really pleasant morning, and we'll have a nice day tomorrow with very little moisture coming our way. There might be a couple of stray isolated storms over the mountains, otherwise sunny and warm conditions. The severe weather threat tomorrow stays to the north of us with an approaching weak cold front. That will actually bring us a few more storms here on Friday, but tomorrow looks quiet and warm with 85 in Denver, 85 at the Springs, 72 Leadville, 79 at Akron. Along the front range tomorrow, temperatures low to mid 80s for lower elevations, 70s off to the west. Tonight, clearing out and down to 53 degrees. For tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful day, mostly sunny and warm with a high of 85. Break it down tomorrow, 57 degrees at 7 a.m., 80 at noon, 85 at 4 o'clock, 72 by 8 p.m. Just a lovely day. And by the way, the first day of summer beginning officially tomorrow morning at 4:07 a.m., 15 hours and 1 minute of daylight tomorrow. On Friday, that little weak front I showed you up in Montana tomorrow will move through with a few storms. Saturday looks nice with a high in the mid to upper 80s, and then looks like this is our next round of big, nasty storms coming in Sunday afternoon. And again on Monday, showers, storms likely, probably severe with some large hail and isolated tornadoes. But at least we get a few days of quieter conditions.
And we're getting good at that.
Yes,
we're going to enjoy that, definitely. All right.